Welcome to Yoga for Men. I created this series to help men develop healthy habits by taking care of their bodies and minds, by incorporating yoga into their lives. To this day, a lot of people think yoga is not something a man does, but I want to prove the opposite, and that's why it's my mission to bring yoga closer towards men. And if you're not a man, please join us as well. I want to bring the benefits of yoga to everybody and anyone, so don't be afraid to step on your mat. And we start standing at the back of our mat in a forward fold. You can keep your arms hanging or maybe interlace your arms, grab the opposite elbow, but make sure your legs are straight and your upper body and your head are hanging heavy. Bring more focus towards your breath. Breathe in through the nose and out of the nose. Breathe deep into your belly. Use your diaphragm to breathe. And take control of your breath and your mind. And every time you get lost in your thoughts, come back to your breath and focus. And if you had your arms interlaced, slowly release and lift up with the next inhale halfway. Exhale, walk your hands forward into a downward facing dog. You can keep your knees bent for now, but push up from your shoulders and keep your hips high. And when you got this position, try to straighten your legs. Your fingertips are active and your breath is steady. Feel the movement of your breathing. Everything else is still. Your body, but also your mind. Let the thoughts come and let them go. With the next inhale, shift your weight forward and come into a plank position. Push away from the ground, really bring your shoulder blades far apart, keep your fingertips active, and engage your core and glute muscles. Keep holding this position and keep breathing through your nose, even if it gets challenging. And because it's so much fun, we are going to stay here for a little longer. We still want to focus on our breathing, and we are going to spend some time in planks today, so look forward to that. But now bring your attention back to the moment which you're in, into the present moment. So use the breath as your meditation object, as I said before. Inhale here, and with the next exhale, send your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Ground your hands, ground your feet, and with the next inhale, reach your right leg up for a three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands for runner's lunge. And in runner's lunge, bring your left heel down to the ground in 90 degrees and rise up for a warrior two. So both heels are in line. Stretch your right arm forward, your left arm back. Keep your hips and shoulders squared and push your right knee out to the side a little bit more. Don't collapse. Keep the core and glutes engaged and look over your right middle finger. Two more deep breaths here. Inhale, and with the next exhale, windmill your arms down and come into a revolved side angle. Left leg is straight, Left hand is on the floor and right hand reaches up. So twist your chest to the right side of the mat, look up towards the sky and really open up from the spine. Open up your chest. Keep this position with your hands and then step into a side plank on the left side. So left hand is still on the floor. Keep lifting those hips up. Push the hips a little bit forward. Pull in the belly button and engage your glutes. Keep breathing. I told you we're gonna do some planks today, so I didn't lie. And from here we come into a side plank on the forearm on the right side. So plant your right forearm down and come up with your left arm. Reach up towards the sky. Push the hips forward and up. Keep the glutes active as always. And if your mind is playing tricks on you by telling you you need to stop, don't stop. Instead, lift up your left leg maybe, and then step your left foot to the top left corner of your mat for a lizard lunge. So right leg is straight, left leg is on the outside of your left hand, and keep reaching your chest forward and up and your hips forward and down. You can come onto your fingertips or maybe onto your palms, or maybe you use some yoga blocks. If you don't have any yoga blocks, you can also use a book or a couple of books to help you reach the floor. Just make it work for you. Plant your hands and then step back into a downward facing dog again. Hips up, spine straight, and push your chest towards your thighs. Breathe. Now walk your hands backwards into a forward fold, and then from forward fold roll up to standing vertebrae by vertebrae. Grow taller and taller, and then come into mountain pose, Tadasana. Breathe in and exhale, roll back down into a forward fold again. Get small, hang heavy, relax your arm for a moment. And if you want to, you can step onto your palms to stretch out your wrists, or you come into the same version of forward fold you did in the beginning. No matter where you are, let go. Let go of the tension, and let go of any thought that comes up. Slowly release. And with the next inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, walk forward into a downward facing dog. Hips high, arms are extended. Inhale, lift up your left leg for a three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands for runner's lunge. Turn down your right heel towards the floor and come into a warrior two. Both heels are in line. Look over your left middle finger, left hand in front, right hand in the back. Keep the shoulders above the hips and push the left knee out towards the side. Core is active. And find a balance between tension and relaxation. One more inhale here. And with the next exhale, windmill your hands down for revolved side angle on this side. Reach your left hand up, right hand is on the floor, right leg is still extended, and left leg is bent. make sure your right hand is planted to the floor correctly by activating your fingertips. You take care of your wrists. So grip the mat a little bit. Push up from the right shoulder and then step into a side plank on the right hand. Left hand is still up. The core and glutes are active. And let the breath guide you. Inhale one more time, and with your next exhale, plant your left forearm parallel to the long side of the mat and come into a side plank on the left side with your left forearm on the floor. While in side plank, reach your right leg up, your right knee up. Keep breathing. Hold here for a moment. And with the next exhale, step your right foot to the top right corner of the mat and come into a lizard lunge. Maybe you do it more gracefully than me in this video. And then you either come onto your fingertips, your palms, or use your blocks again. But make sure your hips are pushing forward and down and your left leg is extended. Breathe. And don't round your back here. Think more of a little bit of a back bend and squeeze your glutes. And from here, step back into a downward facing dog again. Reach your hips high. And maybe you can feel now that you are able to extend your legs and knees a little bit more. If not, that's okay as well. That's not the goal. And then lower down your knees to the floor, bring them mat width apart, bring your big toes together, and then come into a child's pose by shifting your weight over your heels with your hips and extend your arms to the front of the mat. And now it's time to really let go of the tension you're holding on to. So I'll take a couple more moments to really relax and wind down. And maybe you want to stay here, or for a gentle twist, bring your left arm underneath your right armpit and look to the right side. Lay on your left shoulder and your left side of the head. And really let the gravity pull you down towards the floor. This is just an option, of course, but maybe try it and go only so far that you can handle the sensation in your body. And if you're in the twist, slowly release and then switch sides by bringing your right arm underneath your left armpit and keep reaching forward with the left hand. Do all of this without force or tension. This is now the time to let go. Now Come back to the middle. And then slowly rise up into a comfortable seated position, maybe hero's pose, or maybe sit on your heels, or a cross-legged seated position works as well. Keep your spine upright. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. And thank yourself for investing time into your body and into your mind. And I also want to take this chance to thank you for clicking this video, joining my practice. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.